Hi, and welcome to my life in rainy Central Texas. I still got a little bit of that emotional high from having my workout, but I gotta wipe my glasses off again. I got out of class and headed for the grocery store to get the Knox unflavored gelatin to make the pancakes that Bella made the recipe for. And it might be in my imagination, but I think Knox has pulled off the worst shrinkflation I have seen. It's still 4 envelopes per box, but it's this tiny little bitty box. It is an entire ounce of gelatin, and it costs over $2. And it's not even sweetened or flavored or have anything in it. It's unflavored gelatin. And I bought it because I wanted to use the right product for the recipe. I could hydrate a sheet of gelatin. I don't know if it would perform the same. But I got 2 boxes of this. And the rain is not quite pouring down, but it's certainly coming down quick enough. I like rain. But I've got a good Frog Talks rain jacket, and I'm laughing at people who are just wearing regular hoodies and shorts and sneakers. Some of the employees seem to have rain jackets. Some people are just moving fast and forgetting that where the paint is on the pavement, it's going to be slick. Not going to be, I mean, there was a cluster on my way down. I gotta wipe my glasses, excuse me. I was coming down the tollway, and at a place where there's 2 lanes coming off a flyover ramp, and you have a little ways to go before you get to the exit for ABW Grimes and Lewis Henna. And traffic was really stacking up. Fortunately, if there had been an accident, it had already cleared. And one of the good things about rain is everybody's windshields will actually be mostly clear in the morning. All of last week's insect life will be washed away. Oh, crud. Now I don't know where the other box of gelatin is. I think they both went in the right pocket on this thing. That's the inside of it. Outside of it. There we go. If I keep them both together, I can lose them both at once. But yeah, had a good time working out with the newest people who don't have a sash at all yet. Watched yet someone else get a friend get promoted past me that I remember when she started, but she hasn't had a stroke, so she didn't have to start over from scratch after getting to a green sash. Tara made it to green. Lovely person. But I kind of need to get home. My little doggie's going to be getting worried. So I'll see you after the drive because I don't play with my phone while driving. Bye-bye. I am back and I am still Kismet the Feral Grandma. And now it's dark and rainy Central Texas. I suppose there might be a moon out there somewhere on the other side of the clouds. You can't tell from here. Good thing I ate plenty earlier because I'm tired now. I think I mentioned a little while ago that I went with Master Christie and the new kids and did stuff that may eventually lead to me being able to walk in a straight line. It did not in any way at all involve actually walking in a straight line. We were doing circles. But it was another hour of staying with my class, except for sneaking off for a moment to get a drink of water. Now I am home, and I'm sure the little doggy wants me to come straight inside, but it's still raining. I probably want my raincoat on, and I'll shove the gelatin in my pockets. If anyone's wondering, it is Knox unflavored gelatin. It's found on the same mile as cake mix and flavored Jello instant stuff in a box. And they put the instant stuff at the end of the aisle because that's what most people are shopping for. And then stuff like this and powdered milk a little further along. And then there's some, sugar, flour, brown sugar, all that stuff. Artificial sweetener. And then you get to the oils and the spices. So, of course, the one thing I want is in the middle of the dang aisle. Oh, good. I should have drank more of that at class. But, yeah. Here I am. And I am just as happy sitting here. But, yeah. Ooh. I said earlier, I feel like I leveled up my carnivoreness. Entire pound of veal tartare earlier. I'm not hungry now. I probably won't be hungry again today. Although I can't call it today. It's not today anymore. It's dark. I can call it tonight. I need to ask my dad if his little box came. Rick said it shows it's being delivered. He's in a smaller town, so odds are pretty good that even if it went to the wrong place, it would still get to him. The world is a little bit weird that way. Folded laundry earlier. I still gotta, right at the very end of the day when I'm ready to turn myself and go horizontal, that's when I check my steps and post it on Bob's feed somewhere. I'll find a place. He might have posted today. I'll take a look. He's good people. I still have to recompose my welcome speech. He always thanks people if they're new, thanks for checking them out. If they're not new, thanks for coming back. I like that. That's one thing I like about him. But I didn't like having to have a spiel when I worked in tech support. Felt too robotic. I don't really think I'll like doing it now, but it's good to have something to say. I came up with a long piece of stuff. Some of it's about me, some of it's about things I use that I add to the about section on my a video. You put a title and you put something about the video, and then you paste other stuff. Well, I've put a lot there. My Sorrel link is there. I have used up my plasma flow, so I need to get more. And I emptied a bottle of Stem Enhance. I got Loki's open bottle. He's got one that still has a seal on it, so I'm not too worried about him running out. But I'm the one who's taking extra because I'm trying to rebuild a hurt brain. Although, eating better today, having some actual gusto for my meal, that was nice. Having a wet enough day to kind of knock some of the flying stuff out of the air is nice too. So probably not going to have any new mosquito bites. Well, the drops sound faint, but I think I'm still going to put my raincoat back on. I wore it into and back out of the grocery store because frog togs are good gear. I'll wear it in the house. My shoes might be soaked when I get in there, and that would lead to my feet being soaked. But I could get a nice pair of Wellingtons, I suppose. Oh well. Everybody needs a nice pair of wellies. Things to wear in the rain. I've had my class. One of the shows I was watching on Netflix, I've reached the end of. And there has been a Godzilla movie on there that I like. It's not one of the super modern or far future ones. It's titled Godzilla -1. It is set in post-war Japan. So the look and feel of it is much like the very earliest Godzilla movies. And there had to have been so much set dressing, or maybe they roll this stuff out for special occasions, I don't know. But good gracious. Debris shacks, widows, orphans, failed kamikaze pilots, people rummaging through the wreckage of what had been the lives of their neighborhood to try to find whatever they could to make life a little better. People winding up with a kid they're not related to because there's an evacuation and someone says, take the baby before they fall down and die wherever they're at, you know? And then that person meets the failed kamikaze pilot. And he's one of the first people that sees Godzilla. And he couldn't really use the gun on his plane, which he had set down at a repair field and established one without losing his bomb. That's kind of important. But he sat down because he had a problem and it had to be fixed before he could go be a kamikaze. But his plane there's tail draggers out there. And anyone who's ever been in one knows that if the tail is down, then it's going to be canted at the wrong angle. And he was brave enough to run to his bird and get in it. And he was trying to use the gun. He wanted to use the gun. He did freeze, but also he was looking at the sight picture. Anyone who shoots knows you have to have a good, clear sight picture. And if that critter ain't going to put his head where your gun is pointing and your tail dragger is not moving because you're on the ground and parked, then there's no way you can take the shot. So it's awesome. Go find it. Go enjoy it. I might find a link for it. I don't know. But I have enjoyed it and I will watch it again, I'm sure. I'm a Godzilla fan from an early age. Of course, one reason why I could enjoy Godzilla and King Kong movies when other people were screaming and hiding their faces in their hands. It's like, I started looking for the zipper in the monster suit. That's like spotting the wire holding up Buck Rogers' ship, Or the men with the wings. Or, the zippers and closures on the evil robot that let somebody get inside and play the evil robot. Because I watched those too. But now they can make Godzilla the way it should look. And it looks good. And for the rest of those Godzilla movies out there, with the zipper and all, sometimes they'd put it down the back between those plates, so that you couldn't see it so well. You had to wait for just the right frame, and then you'd see it. But, they had one old guy who played Godzilla over and over and over again for many decades. And that's why Godzilla in the old movies looked so familiar, no matter what they did to change the head, the claws, the back plates, the tail, whatever. And the stomping pattern and the movement, same old guy. He played Godzilla over and over for so many years. He's gone now. God bless him and his family. But, the little Japanese man, he's the guy who fit in the suit, and he's the guy who moved as Godzilla. And then they made that horrible thing where Godzilla's attacking New York. What the hell? There's nothing to eat there. There's things I might eat there. There's things you might eat there. But I would think a proper Godzilla, besides being in the ocean where there's lots of fish, which kind of gave the giveaway in the New York one. Oh, I smell fish. What's all these fish doing here? Godzilla was making a nest. And I think the old fella that played Godzilla so many times was still alive then, and they modeled his early work to make that CGI Godzilla a functional Godzilla. Matthew Broderick, it's fine, whatever. I can't remember the actress's name, but I actually kind of enjoyed it. I especially enjoyed the ad with the Taco Bell Chihuahua with a box propped up on a stick. Here, lizard. Gosh, that was a long time ago. Some people just don't dig how important it is to watch these things and to spot the zipper in the King Kong suit, the Godzilla suit, whatever. Mothra, Ghidorah, all of them. Gotta have these things. Okay, it is a little bit late. I'm gonna finish up. I need to go in and refill my water bottle. Alright, y'all be good. Eat something healthy. Do something different. Be comfortably yourself. Do something new if you can. Find a new way to enjoy something that's familiar if you can. I have a head of cabbage I need to check and wash tomorrow. I don't have class, and it's not the day to go shopping. Loki will be at the office all day. So I might start my sauerkraut. I need to track down a large jar to put the sauerkraut in when it's made. I need to find out if the little bitty apple tree in the brother-in-law's backyard has a good amount of fruit on it this year. I didn't ask the mother-in-law to pick me a big bunch of apples last year because I wasn't sure if anybody would want some applesauce. But, you know, I should make some. Because once you process it and those seals suck down, that'll last for a while. And I'm not the only person I'm feeding at my house. Applesauce goes well. If I make some chunky, it can be used as is, like pie filling. If I just do chunks, I can make pie filling. And that might go into ham pies next summer for the boys. Or over Christmas. I think it would be fun to make some. Yeah. I think I will do that. And if there's a lot of apples, I can make some apple butter because that's just good. Spread it on toast, waffles, what have you. I think I'm about out of my guava spread. That's good too. It's more sugar than I eat these days. But when it's ripe and in season, and nobody's going to put it through a wash down that's going to put all kinds of forever chemicals on it, that's the right thing to eat. It's the right thing to have around for people that, I might make an apple Kuchen, a German apple cake. I've got recipes. But, yeah. Y'all be safe. Be careful if you're driving where it's wet. Try to be healthy. Try to take care of each other. And remember, Grandma loves you and wants you to be okay. All right, bye-bye.